Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for passing by. Thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you very much for watching my videos. You are greatly appreciated. Now, in Montego Bay, there is a foundation named McCoy. I'm sorry, it's Lay Antonio's Foundation. I'm sorry, guys. I know him by the name of McCoy. That's why it's called the Lay Antonio's Foundation. And a part of the foundation, we had something that we call the anti-bullying campaign, and I was the creator of the anti-bully campaign. I spearheaded it. I gave the advice and information. And, the person wanted, Leontonio himself wanted something that he could use to push the foundation so that it could go viral, people could know about it. And I said, there's never been an anti-bully campaign in Jamaica. So I think that would be great. And you could go into schools and teach the dangers of bullying, what it's all about. And so the wider society also need the information so they could join in. And it spread like wildfire. Politicians came on board, corporate Jamaica came on board. This thing went overseas. Persons in Europe became a part of it. So the anti-bullying campaign spread. There were so many persons, the media houses were a part of it and stuff like that. And it was just a great atmosphere wherein persons came on board. They went into schools, they taught the dangers of bullying from different schools. We also had our back to school treat. I remember in one particular one of them, I was supposed to perform, and I said, no, I'm not going to perform. I'm going to give a speech. So I gave a speech to the mass of the children and parents and, stakeholders who were a part of it. And I let them know the dangers of bullying and what it entails and how detrimental it can be to an individual. And so this was something that I was very much proud of. Even though I didn't get my credit or anything like that, I'm still proud to know that I contributed to something that became so big. And, it was so many persons, supported it and they came on board. My reason for saying that is we all know by now how dangerous bullying is. We all know what it does to an individual. It matters not how you can fight. It matters not how you can defend yourself. It matters not how much you can strike back. At the end of the day, there will be remnants of it that resonate with you. A lot of persons suffer trauma from it. It leads to people unaliving themselves. It leads to people taking out other persons. So this is how far it goes. And because of such, we have to know the importance of it. And it's a very, very sad situation that we are living in Jamaica. And as grown adults, we don't know that it is so dangerous to bully people, no matter how egotistical they come out to be or they pretend to be for some other individuals who will pretend who are in the spotlight. It is as dangerous as it gets. There are remnants of it. It's like an old house that stands still, survive hurricane, survive tsunami, whatever the case may be. There will be remnants of it. You understand me? There will be after effects, even though the house stands still. And so we have to encourage people to be respectful to each other, to respect each other's space, to respect each other individuality. And if you can't do so, then you have to learn to leave people the hell alone. Now, when I look at the situation with Alkaline, who came into the music industry, he did not came interfering, attacking, bullying anybody. He came out and he was his own individual and he decided that he wanted to stand firm on it. Now, unfortunately, there were persons out there who were bullies, who believed that they owned the entire genre that they came into and saw other persons there. They believed that they owned the genre, they control it. They wanted to be the deciding factor. They wanted to be the one who has the deciding factor, I should say, as to who can come in, what they can say, how they should say it, how they should present themselves. And because there are persons who oppose it, it became an issue and they let it known that they were problematic. They galvanized group, audience, people, mass support to torment, to cyberbully, cyber attack artists out there. Alkaline was not the first. There was Mr. Lex, there was Vegas, there were other artists out there. And it is a sad situation that you guys allow it as full-grown adults to continue. Now you see why there's so much violence in school. It's a contributor factor to violence in school. Because if you are a parent and you are promoting or supporting this type of behavior for decades now in entertainment, What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is happening? Let me go again. Present continuous tense. What do you think is happening in school? Children are attacking each other. Children violently attack each other, whether the victim strike back or the bully strikes. Children attack each other, and many occasions they lose their life. So if you are a full-grown adult and you see that this is a dangerous practice, it's also an immoral act. Why do you guys continue doing it? You know why you continue doing it? Because a lot of you have an innate stupidity inside of you that nobody can remove. It's a mentality. And we just have to pray that a lot of you people stop reproducing, can't reproduce. And so your entire bloodline and your mentality and all that die out with you. That's how deep it goes. We just have to wish them goodbye from the earth. Because there are a lot of people, based on their behavior, they're unwanted alive. An artist can come from the woodwork, and if you don't agree with him, there can be, or surely there are ways, mature ways that you can reach out to the artist or speak on them. Then if you haven't reached out to them, speak on them and let them know that this is not accepted, or this is not what we do in our culture, or be mindful of what you are going to say, because it's it's not something that we are part of, and we don't want to push it to the kids in the society or push it to the wider society. Then let's say it's an adult content, we don't want to push it to the wider society to make people believe that sexual deviant lifestyle is something that is normal. And so you could have went about it the right way, you could have went about it the most respectful way, but because you are a bully, you are not going to see the other individual as someone worth respecting. And because you don't, then you are going to disrespect them, because what, you really do not want to be respected, because you don't respect yourself. So I am giving you instances of how dangerous bullying is, how dangerous this thing is. It has led to people committing dangerous crime against each other, against them own self. And so if you do not support someone, it's best to leave them alone. We saw what Alkaline have been through since the inception of his career. And at some point, you have to put a stop to it. It's good that he has a backbone, good that he stands 10 toes down, good that he has a lot of support. He was able to get a lot of support because Bounty Killer created too much enemies in music. And so a lot of them were glad to see an Alkaline. Vybz Kartel also created a lot of enemies in music. And so many persons were glad to see an Alkaline, something refreshing, something different, something new coming out of the woodwork, something that is not a part of the system. And he went on and he did his thing. And because he didn't come under your umbrella or came out subordinate or subservient to you, then it became an issue and you wanted to bully the artist and you continuously want to bully him. And that is not cool. It is not cool. So how can you be a society that is forward thinking, a society that is advanced, a nation of people that want our children to be even more intelligent than us, to be more advanced than us, but at the same time, we are so immature. No, you are so immature that you want to bully people because you don't like their music, or you don't like what this, or you just don't like them. Because sometimes it's really not even about their music. You just don't like them. So you want to gain an audience. You want to come up with an army that will target the artist. You guys did it over the years. It's full time now. You just stop. You just stop. Because you know what? You see, oftentimes a lot of these kids who are bullied in school, their parents is actually the bully in real life. Oftentimes the kids who are being bullied in school, their parents are the bully. It's usually their parents who are bully. Oftentimes you see wherein a child was attacked in school and you will see the comment section, if it was my child, if it was my a lot of these persons, the if it was my child type of parents, a lot of them are bullies themselves. And so their children end up being victim of bullying. You see how karma works? Bounty Killer has been so anti-gay, anti-this, and yet his son, he was able to produce a son who is rumored to be a homosexual. You have to be careful of what you are putting out there on people's children. Alkaline is somebody's son. And how can you have sons And at the same time, you spend your entire time trying to tear down the character and the career of an alkaline while you have sons out there, sons who are pursuing music. So, in case you guys don't know the dangers of bullying, now you do. And I know it's going to pass over a lot of you. I know you don't care. A lot of you do not care. A lot of you can give two squirts of duck feces, what I have to say. But at the end of the day, just remember that you can fall victim to a monster who was once being bullied or a victim of bully. It's not funny, it's not cool, and it's not something that you should practice. Because if I can see how dangerous this act is, why would I continuously be doing it? Because you're evil and demonic. Low vibration, as I often spoke on. Low vibration. And it's because you're low in vibration, you channel negative energy. Anywhere negative energy resides, that's where you're going to go. So I think it's just full time that you guys just leave the artists alone. And now you're turning the tables and you're doing the same thing to Massacre. And unfortunately, Massacre, you were part of the problem. You were a part of the problem. And you coming out and saying that big up Cartel, you're supporting him, you're friends, you're good, you're this, you're that. It's not going to save you. It's not going to save you. See, the people have turned their back on you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now? Alkaline have been going through it for more than a decade. What are you going to do now? Being as you were a part of the bullying campaign, the bully campaign, you were a part of it. Now the tables are turned on you. What are you going to do? You see how this thing works? Sometimes karma doesn't take long again, you know. The days when karma take your 30 years or 40 years, your children inheriting the curse and all of that, it doesn't take that long. Sometimes within the same day, you're getting it. And it's good. It's a sad situation, but it's good that we live to see the bully is now being bullied. So let's see how you're going to survive this one, how you're going to come out of this one, because you must have some rabbit in the hat that you're planning to pull out in order to come out of it. Now we're showing you how dangerous this game is. You are finally seeing how dangerous this game really is. And like I said, a game is always being played. So if you're not about bully, you don't support it, you're an anti-bully individual, you should not be supporting it. You should have never supported it to begin with. That's all I have to say. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your day. God bless you. Bye-bye.